Hello, welcome to my interview program. I invited today Inspector Matt Srhoj. Is that correct?
That's correct. Thanks, Tony. Yes. Hi.
Your surname is not very familiar with me.
Hi. Yeah.
Could you tell me some of your personal background?
Sure. Yep. So, from Croatian background. My surname is a Croatian name. Family's been here for several generations.
Okay.
Local to Auckland. Born and bred in Auckland. Went to St. Peter's College in Auckland. Been married to my wife for 26 years now. I've got three lovely children, and that's who I am.
I put the title of this program for the better and safer community.
Sure.
It might be very good for you. I think.
Thank you.
I know that you are one of the Manukau area commander.
That's right.
Yeah. Manukau area is very big.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's your responsibility?
Okay.
There?
So, counties Manukau is split into four main areas. The area I look after is counties Manukau West, which is Mangere, Otahu, that local board area, and also the Papatoetoe area, which is part of the Papatoetoe Otara local board area. So we have around about 100,000 people that live in that area. Very high Pacific population there. In the Otahu Mangere area, about 60% Pacific. About 16 to 17% Asian. And the Otara Papatoetoe local board area, there's about 30% Asian and about 48% Pacific. So, and a lot of the Asian population in my particular area of responsibility is a lot of Indian families.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's that sort of Southeast Asian population is quite large.
Korean and Chinese.
Yeah, not so much in the Otara Papatoetoe local board area, more towards the Otara side, out towards the eastern area. There's a lot more, but we do have a Korean community in our area, but it's relatively small.
I'd like to talk about your cars being broken into. Yeah, what do you call it? A kind of theft? Or?
Yeah, theft ex car we call it. It's the term we give it in the police. So it's theft from a vehicle. It's a specific category of offence. Actually,
I have one experience.
Oh, that's
maybe
no good.
10 years ago, I called police on site.
Yeah.
Oh, my car window broken and somebody taken my video camera or accessories like that.
Yeah.
And please go to the nearest police station and report it.
Yeah.
I reported it, but nothing happened. Actually, yeah,
it's an interesting. It can be a difficult crime type to catch the offenders. The best way that we catch the offenders is by people, when they're seen, if someone witnesses this happening or witnesses someone suspicious, if they call us and we can get there while it's happening. When we catch them at the scene, obviously it's much easier to deal with them and recover the property. When we do it later, often it's because of forensic evidence, fingerprints, DNA, blood, that sort of thing. But the problem is most of the things that get stolen from cars, they get disposed of very quick. So if we don't get them within the first couple of days, the property's gone, been sold or given to somebody else. So it can be very hard to actually recover the items. unless we do it very, very quickly.
What happens if you have some CCTV footage or something like that?
Yep. So CCTV footage is fantastic. So we do a lot of work with certain car parks, business associations, local boards, to try and make sure that there's good coverage, particularly in the town centres and the public car parks. CCTV footage is a really good deterrent, and it's also a very good investigative tool. Often our staff will know who these people are, and once we see them on camera, then that gives us the opportunity to apprehend them and hold them accountable.
Even though you find the guy, if there were nothing, you cannot do anything.
If you mean if they don't if they don't have anything on them. Well, it depends. I mean, if we know that if we have the evidence that they've committed the offence, we will certainly hold them accountable. But that could mean many different things. We have to look at their circumstances as well, and it might be some crimes happen because of opportunity. Some happen because of poverty, some happen because of necessity in some regards. So if someone's committing an offence because they're trying for survival, we will try and take that part out of the picture. So we will try and help them so that they don't need to commit that crime anymore, but also hold them accountable for the crime that they've committed, because we have to there's a victim attached to that, and we need to make sure that the victim is looked after.
Why are people breaking into cars?
Well, there's a number of reasons. There's no one reason, I think. Opportunity is a big thing. Sometimes you'll get groups of people or individuals that will go out to do it because they're looking for something specific, or they're looking for something to sell, and they will just look around and they will see an opportunity with a car because something's visible in the car, and it only takes a few seconds to break a window and take something from a car. It only takes a few seconds. So it's a lot of it is opportunistic. So because something's there, they decide to take it. And as I say, poverty, social media sometimes, might be the desire to have the latest thing. Something's better than what they have. Just all sorts of number of reasons. Peer pressure, lots of things. Yeah.
Okay. Could you give me some advice for preventing
Sure.
that kind of crime?
So one of the big things that the public can do is to make sure that they don't leave things visible in the car. So my advice would be always plan your trip. If you're going out somewhere in your car and you know you're going to be leaving your car somewhere, think before you go, do I need to take this with me? What's going to happen? Am I going to leave it in the car? If I'm going to leave it in the car and I don't really need it, maybe I can leave it at home. So so don't leave things in the car. If you do have to leave things in your car, make sure you have them well hidden. So in the boot is the best place to put it, where it can't be seen at all. Don't leave things like coins, change, because people will break into cars just for a couple of dollars. So always put those things away. Make your car very clean inside, with nothing left lying around. Particularly things like never leave wallets, bank cards, purses, phones, all those things. Always take them with you from your car. Very important. As I say, if people will take any opportunity potentially if they see these things. And the best way to not be a victim of this crime is by not having these things in your car, not being visible.
Better put things in the boot.
Yes, absolutely. Boot, much better. Yeah,
okay.
Absolutely. And also, it's very, very good to park in very public spaces where there's people around, well-lit areas. Yeah,
Not
the
a
more,
remote area.
yeah, not a remote area. So
okay.
look for, if you've got a choice to park somewhere where there's cameras and it's well lit, park there. Always lock your car, never leave your car unlocked. Make sure the windows are always up. Even if you're just going into a shop for a couple of minutes, make sure you lock your car and keep everything out of view. Because sometimes these people that commit these types of crimes are actually lurking around and they're just looking for an opportunity. So it only takes a second and then it can happen.
How about tinting the windows very dark?
Yeah, well, they
You
have
cannot
to be.
see inside.
That some cars do have tinted windows, and that can be a help, but it tends to make people they can look harder into the car, and if they can't see in, they might just break the window just so that they can see in. So it can have a bit of a negative effect as well. Yeah.
Police can recover the lost properties.
Yep. So the best way, obviously, things that can be easily identified can be recovered. So things with serial numbers, phones can be linked back to people, obviously, bank cards and things like that. But we often don't find these things. These things can be difficult to sort of recover, particularly electronic items, because people don't record serial numbers. So very, very important for people to, if they have an electronic item or an item that has a serial number attached to it, to record that somewhere. So if it ever is stolen, we can enter that into our system, and if we ever come across that item, then we can link it back to the person it's stolen from. But if we don't have a record of that number, we can't. So it can be quite difficult. So those are the sorts of things that we encourage people to do. If you've got interesting property, things like jewellery and things like that, take photographs of them, that you keep as a record. Items or serial numbers, record those serial numbers. Very important.
What happens if you have a car insurance or something like that?
Yeah, well, it can be very expensive, and that's the problem. So what we do, if we catch these people, we ask for what we call reparations. So we find out how much it has impacted and cost the victim, and we ask through the courts for them to reimburse that amount. But the reality is that sometimes these people don't have that ability to pay, and it can take a long time to get anything back. So the best method of prevention is obviously is that awareness, and to try and not put yourself in that position by keeping things hidden and out of view.
For preventing that kind of crimes, any community groups can do with police?
Absolutely. So we work a lot with the various safety patrollers, the Asian safety patrollers. We've got the Pacific safety patrollers who are extra eyes and ears, obviously, and they report back to us. But everybody can take some involvement in this as well. So if you see someone suspicious, if anyone sees someone who they think that person looks like they might be up to no good, call the police. Call 111, and we'll come out and we'll have a look. And when we talk to someone before they commit a crime, they're much less likely to commit a crime. They'll go from the area because they know that we now know who they are. So if they do something, we know who they are potentially. So it's a really, really good thing for the community to do. If you see something suspicious, call the police. Let us come out, because we'd much rather prevent something than have to respond to it.
Christmas and Lunar New Year is coming very fast,
Absolutely.
and many people go holidays. What's your advice to the people to stop becoming victims of that kind of crime?
Yeah, so around burglaries and things when they go away. Always, I suppose the key thing is make your property look like it looks if you're at home. So, if you're going away for a length of time, make sure your lawn's get mowed while you're away. Someone clears your letterbox.
Yeah.
Don't make it look all shut up, so that it's all, all the curtains and everything are closed during the day as well as at night. Need to be able to try and make it look as lived in as possible. So, those are the things really. It's about making the house look lived in. If someone can see, if people can see that a house is obviously, the people are away, if everything's shut up, if there's mail coming out of the letterbox and the lawns are all grown, they get that impression that no one's there.
Oh, okay.
So that can minimise your chances of becoming a target if you address those things. Yeah.
It's better asking your neighbor
Absolutely.
to collect the letters.
Absolutely.
From time to time.
And it's really good, too, because by talking to your neighbours and telling them you're going away and getting them to collect your mail, they automatically start keeping an eye on your property as well and checking things. And that's what we need to do for each other as a community. It's very, very important. Take some ownership of each other and look after each other. It's the best defence against crime and becoming a victim.
Turn on the radio on daytime and turn on lights on nighttime.
Yeah.
With some switches.
Yes, absolutely, and that can be a great way to do it. Just looks lived in, and then people won't give it a second glance. Yeah.
Okay. Anything else regarding that kind of crime?
Again, it's just very much about recording your property. Really, really good to make sure you don't leave things like ladders lying around. Lock things away. Make sure you keep your sheds locked, because unfortunately people break into sheds. They will take lawn mowers and things like that. So lock sheds. Make sure the shrubs and trees around windows and that are all low, so that there's a line of sight into your property. Because seclusion is something that can cause it to become a target. So less chance of becoming a target address if it looks cared for and trimmed and it looks like someone's there.
Curtains should be opened.
During the day, yes. During the day. So that's where blinds can be good, because it's hard to tell. And you don't want to have lights on if they're open at night. So just finding that balance to make it look like it normally looks.
And the grass is growing very fast on summer days.
Summer, absolutely, You need cut it at least once a week.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thanks very much.